like to give each of you a minute, 60 seconds or so, to give your key takeaways. And we're going to start in the sequence of presentations. Let's go with Dr. Yor Sprobos. Key takeaways, please.
Yeah, so I just actually gave you the takeaway on the First Amendment issue. So let me give you the takeaway on supply chain. Supply chain and good manufacturing practices are intimately interrelated. There are a lot of mechanisms where those two pieces of the puzzle can either benefit patients again, or where the federal agencies with their relatively unrestricted power at this point are not particularly benefiting patients. And again, we need to achieve a balance between manufacturing quality and patient benefit. And I think that balance has to be arrived at through discussions with the pharmaceutical industry, the academic and patient communities, and the FDA.
Thank you for that. Dr. Chad Davis, a minute for some key takeaways.
Yes, so first key takeaway is that patent challenge proceedings at the USPTO are on the rise in the life sciences sector. Attempts to try and shut down the IPR proceedings through court action has not been successful. The impact to companies is that there's an increased risk of patent challenge to the patents that are covering your product. Strategic approach to solving this is to get more patents covering various aspects of your technology, and then also keep an eye on sort of how future legislation may impact the risk profile in this area.
Thank you, Dr. Davis. And finally, Dr. Omar Robles, a minute for some key takeaways, please.
Sure. So in the case of market definition in pharmaceutical industry, there's a need to assess the impact of price changes in a very innovative way by looking at secondary evidence and not primary evidence. In the case of non-cash reverse payments, it's very critical to assess what the fair value of those agreements is in determining if there is an illegal reverse payment. And in the case of product hops, it's also a key takeaway from that result is that while still developing in the law, there are certain points that need to be taken into account in terms of establishing what the rule of reason is and assessing both the negatives and positives of introducing a new product and possibly removing an old one.